Welcome back to Banfield. I'm Elizabeth Smart, sitting in tonight for Ashley. When I was abducted more than 22 years ago, it was before the Amber Alert system was national. Most states had their own ways of spreading awareness about missing kids. My family was in Utah. This was one of the missing posters that police and my family tried to get as many eyes on as possible. But back then, people in another state might not be aware of missing or exploited kids somewhere else. That's different now. The National Amber Alert Network is law in all 50 states, and I'm hoping that one day there will be an international version. The founders of the Black and Missing Foundation are taking that awareness work one step further, focusing on missing kids and families in communities that historically have gotten far less media exposure. The founders of that group join me live tonight. Welcome to Natalie Wilson and Derica Wilson. Ladies, thank you for joining me. And I want to share with the audience that throughout our conversation, we will showcase the missing kids whose names and faces and details are on your website and social media platforms. Natalie, can you begin by telling me why you saw a need for an organization like yours? What moved you to create it? And do you see the awareness gap closing at all between law enforcement and communities of color when it comes to missing kids?
Well, I will say, 16 years ago, we started sounding the alarm that people of color are disappearing at an alarming rate from around the country. And typically, they did not receive any media coverage, law enforcement resources, or community engagement to be found. So Derek and I decided to join forces with our professions. I'm in media relations, Derek is in law enforcement, and those are the two critical professions and expertise needed to help bring awareness to these individuals that are typically overlooked. Since we have started the organization, we have seen some changes. We've made great strides, but we still have a lot more work to do. And I'm sure Derica will talk about the law enforcement piece of it, but we have been able to forge media partnerships around the country and locally to help amplify these cases.
I think back on my case, and I fully acknowledge that I'm not sure that there's another missing child who has ever gotten as much attention as my case did. And I firmly believe that all of that attention did help me bring me home. I'm not sure that I would be here today, which makes me think that if every child received the same amount of attention, we would have so many more children back home with us today. I think what you're doing is so, so important. And I applaud your work so much. And following up, I mean, do you feel like the posters work? Do you feel like social media and exposure and TV appearances like you're doing now are bringing results?
I absolutely believe this. It's definitely bringing results, and also is helping law enforcement with the resources that they need. Media applies pressure to law enforcement to dedicate more resources. And that's what it takes. It takes all of us. It's law enforcement, it's the media, and it's the community to help find and bring our missing home. And also from the law enforcement perspective, in the underserved communities, there's that lack of trust when it comes to our communities reporting to law enforcement. So what the Black and Missing Foundation is doing, we're bridging that gap. We're walking alongside these families. We're helping them navigate this, surreal world that they're dealing with when they're dealing with their loved one being missing.
I think
If
it's
I
so
can also
important.
add,
Oh, yes, please go ahead.
If I can also add, awareness is key. If our community, if our nation isn't aware of this human rights issue, then no one is going to do anything about it. As you mentioned, because of the media coverage you received, people were actively searching for you. And that's what we want to happen to these missing children and women and men from our community. We want the community to get involved to help to find them.
And where do you feel like you are seeing the most involvement in on all of your different platforms? What seems to be working the most?
I think social media is very vital. I mean, we can't always wait on the 5 and 10 o'clock news cycle. We have to meet people where they are. Natalie and I, we travel often and we're in the DC area, and heading to New York, it takes us 2.5 hours on a train. If someone goes missing at 12 noon, it's still before that 5 and 10 o'clock news cycle. So again, social media is very critical.
Do you feel like organizations like the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children and the FBI, do you feel like they get it wrong or fall short in serving communities of color?
You know, there's a lot of work and training that needs to be done, and we need to be sensitive to those groups. So, what we want to do is to work hand in hand and be partners in this fight to help stem sex trafficking. We know that children of color are victims of sex trafficking at a much higher rate than anyone else. And we want to be able to protect them. And the only way that we can do that is by working with organizations like the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, with the FBI, anyone, even with the media, again, to help bring awareness to this and to provide the training and the information that's needed to protect those that are most vulnerable.
I mean, you are doing so much work, and I feel like the world is so lucky. Our nation, our communities are so lucky to have you working as hard as you are working day in and day out. What are some of the biggest challenges that you've run into in reducing that kind of disparity in the missing kids reported?
I think from a law enforcement perspective, some of the challenges that we run into is when families are reporting their cases that are oftentimes dismissed. Their law enforcement may not take the police report, or they're quick to label their child as a runaway. And we all know, as you mentioned with the Amber Alert, well, the classification runaway does not initiate an Amber Alert. It does not meet the criteria. And then when it comes to adults that are disappearing, their disappearance is often met with some sort of criminal activity. So we have to really walk alongside these families. We have to provide that coaching, working with law enforcement, so they can actually see us as allies. We're not trying to step on their toes. What we want to do is be a resource to them. We know that there's a staffing issue across the country. So if we can utilize our resources to help amplify these cases, at the end of the day, we just want to bring that missing loved one home.
Natalie and Derica, I want you to know that you can call on me anytime that you need my help, and I will answer and I will come running, because I want every child to come back. I've been that child. I've been that missing child. I know how terrifying it is. I came back and I've listened to my family share the stories of how difficult it was, of how devastating it was, how it was almost impossible for my mom to get out of bed in the morning. So thank you so much for everything you do. And just know I am here for you. Thank you.